All right. Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to today's 4-4 portal. And today is all about you transitioning out of the old, transitioning out of the old ways of being, old ways of living our lives, really. And so I just want to check in here and make sure before we get started that you can actually hear me okay. So pop a comment in the chat box and let me know if you can hear me all right. That would be super helpful. All right, great. Okay, so today's call. Welcome to the 4-4 portal activation of new energy. And what's really exciting about today's call is that you're going to activate yourself. You're going to set your intention to work on your own energy field. I'll be doing the assist with some amazing crystal bowls that are super high frequency and known to help you transmute and upshift your divine vehicle of light. So before we dive into all of that, I wanted to just talk about the energy that's here for April. And I'd love for you to check in and see what's present for you, what's been present for you. And I also want to just have you take a breath right now and acknowledge yourself for being here. Acknowledge yourself for being a leader on the planet right now, a leader in energy, a leader in light, a leader in somebody who is doing the inner work on themselves, because you know that that actually has such a huge ripple effect on the planet. So I know that that is you. I'm well aware of who is here with me today, either live now or as you're listening to this replay now. I just want you to take a moment and acknowledge yourself. So before we dive in today, just take a moment, hand on your heart, and breathe into the fullness of yourself. Breathe into the you who shows up consistently to do the work, because it has felt like a bit of work this last month. And so let's just do a quick energy update and really check in and see what's present for you here. And by the way, take out a pen and a paper because you're going to want it for today's call. All right, so the energy for March was kind of like that energy that brought up a lot of stuff for people. And, you know, many people are still kind of working through the tangles of that. So if you really did a lot of work in March and getting yourself extricated from situations that were not serving you, then April's gonna feel like less work. It's gonna feel like more creative, fun play. However, if you are entangled in a situation that isn't really serving you, maybe you're in a job that isn't your cup of tea. It's not what you're supposed to be doing necessarily. It's not your soul's plan. You might be feeling the effects of that. So that was what March was about. March was really about alignment, getting aligned up with your actual true soul's mission, your soul's journey. Because what's happened is there's been so much of an upgrade of energy here on the planet that we physically have had to realign with that. So this energy for April that's present here now is a couple of things. One, it's a continuation of releasing this old energy. And a friend of mine that lives on the island, we both love the water so very much. And she said, I feel like I'm getting pummeled by the waves. And I said, yes, I can definitely relate with that, because it has felt like a bit of a pummeling. So I'd love to know for you right now if you felt a little pummeled by the the energetic waves or the emotional waves. Because what's happening for many people, myself included, is we're seeing all the places in our lives that are out of tune or out of alignment with our highest path, with our highest version of ourselves, our most divine self. So that is something that if you have been feeling the pummeling, I really want you to know two things. One, you are not alone. Two, you are actually the leader in the pummeling. So I don't know if that makes you feel any better or not, but you're actually going through it first because you can handle it. You can take it, and you're developing this skill set to transmute it, to shift it, and help other people that maybe don't have that skill set left, right? So there's a lot of people that are starting to awaken, but you who are on this call, what we know about you is you're leaders in your field, you're leaders in light. You might be a leader in finance, you might be a leader in health, you might be a leader in like CEO development, you might be a leader in essential oils, and it doesn't really matter where you are at. And when I say a leader, what I mean by that is you are somebody who sets the energy. Okay, you might not be making the most money of everybody. In fact, you might be actually having financial struggle, I'm not sure, but you're the person who's setting the energetics. You're anchoring in, you're holding down the fort, you're really being the leader of the energetic set point, which is why it's really important right now for you to do even extra work to upshift your frequency so that people can come and be a match for that. Okay, so April is all about releasing old energies that don't any longer serve. So a lot of old stuff might come up, and it might be an old pattern or an old wound. So this has been really showing up with a lot of the people that I'm speaking with this last week. It's old wounding. So let me give you an example. You might have an old wounding about working with a business partner, and that's showing itself. Maybe you got a new business partner and that's showing itself to you right now. Here's the secret key. You don't have to relive the old wound. You can go through it in a different way. Or maybe you're having a health issue with your body, but you're noticing that it actually isn't the same old thing that it was before, and you don't have to go into all the fear and doubt and worry. Instead, you can actually see that, yes, my body is very healthy, and this isn't the same old thing. So this is a time when the old one could surface, and you're going to be able to create a vastly different experience. So that's the time right now, the old one surfacing, so that you can actually create and anchor in that vastly different experience. Now, here's what I encourage you to do. If you are having an old wound surface, do be sure to take different actions than you might have taken the last time that wounding surfaced. So you want to actually take different actions, do something different to give yourself a different experience. So maybe I'll use the example of a business partner. Last time with the business partner, every night you'd go home and vent to your spouse about how awful they were being. And this time you're going to do something different, and you're going to consciously acknowledge that there's something going on, and you're going to celebrate the beautiful parts of them. So do you notice how that's just different than the last time? So that's what this time is about. And if you did the work in March and extricated yourself from those circumstances or ways of being that were not serving you, then you will be feeling massive creative energy and will be able to really use it. If you didn't actually, if you were not able to, for whatever reason, extricate yourself from those circumstances in March, now's the time to start to align with that, because you'll still be feeling that really creative push. So just write down for yourself right now, or pop a comment in if you're feeling more creative pushes, more creative urges to get out and do something that's different or maybe magnified. Maybe you're feeling the urge to take up a new hobby. There's lots of creativity that's here for you. And if you, like I said, if you did the work in March, you're able to more ride it in an easier, gentle way. And if not, now's the time to start to align. All right, looks like a lot of you guys are flowing with creativity. Beautiful work, beautiful, beautiful work. Okay, and then lastly, this month is about truly setting your intention to upgrade your divine vehicle of light, your energetic surfboard. So let me set up today by saying that if you were a surfer and the waves were starting to get really big, what you wouldn't do is you wouldn't take the same old surfboard out on the water. You would actually upgrade your surfboard. And there are many different types of surfboards for big waves and for fast waves. And there's paddle boards even for people that don't want to ride the waves. So your vehicle will determine your experience. So today's call is really about you setting your intention to upgrade your vehicle, your surfboard, because the surfboard you have, if you've been feeling pummeled, your energetic surfboard, your body surfboard, it's going to maybe feel like you've been pummeled a little bit. So what we're going to do today is just start to anchor in some more energy, some more frequencies, so that you can really pull in your wishes, your desires, your highest destiny path, and really start to align every little piece and part of your life with that.